Welcome to a very lovely thrift haul, people. I'm Ashley from Time for a Breather, and in this week's video, I'm going to share with you all of the dark feminine clothing items I have thrifted over the past few weeks, and of course, try them on for you, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so first up, let's talk about this top I have on here. Now, this is Shein. It was $2.99. I think this is just like such a cute little top just to throw on. Super easy to layer under things, right? And then you have these like extra little dangly bits. Now, this is one of those tops where like this full on opens to like the world, right? So it can be a little bit touch and go, but I really like that just for like customization, right? This does also have like adjustable straps on it. Definitely love that. So if I am wearing like something underneath here or booby cups or anything, it does adjust to that. I love this style of top. It's one of those tops where I look at it and I'm like, you know, I could DIY that like in a jiffy, no big deal. It's basically just like a long piece of material with some straps thrown on, but honestly, like fabric prices these days are like over the moon. Definitely love I got this for $3 at the thrift store, and it's black. I love black. I love like the little frills of it. I do love it. Kind of like gives the impression that this is like a bow on its own, but of course then you could also tie a bow here, right? Just to like give it a little bit more of a feminine touch, but super love that, especially for layering out here these days. I'm in the Midwest, and in the fall, temperatures can really be like hit or miss. Like it can be like 90 degrees one day and then 50 the other day. So love these like layering pieces, especially with my like high-waisted leggings that I basically live in the fall. Definitely love that. Guys, is this not like the cutest little negligee romper you've ever seen? And I love this so much because I'm a short girly. I'm 5'2", and a lot of my shortness comes specifically from my torso. So a lot of times when there's like empire waist or like even like some paneling or something, it usually like sits too low on me and it makes it just look like a weird proportion, but this one sits so incredibly nicely. And this does have like adjustable straps here. That is so pretty. I just love it so much. I'm not going to show you the back because it's a little bit, you know, it's a negligee. There's a little bit something going on there. I do love that this is such nice quality lace here. There's no like weird pilling or like even strings or anything. And to top it all off, this was only $3.99. Are you kidding me? It is so difficult to find specifically black lingerie in the thrift store because like it's a staple color, right? Like a lot of people don't give it up unless it's like really super tattered. So even if you do find it, it's just like not a quality you really want to buy. This is like pristine condition. I'm wondering if this was ever actually worn. You know, a lot of times like we go through like phases where, oh yeah, I really want to get into like wearing lingerie all the time. I don't know if it's just me where I get in this phase where I'm just like, oh yeah, let me buy a lot of it because then I'll like want to wear it. You know, just be on my like super like femme mode at all times, but then you realize that is not going to happen in everyday life. So you just have to like donate all that stuff, right? But for my gain, because this is a beautiful negligee, love this. And for $4, are you kidding me? I don't know what the brand is on this, but it would be at least 25 bucks for like a no-name brand for a romper. And then on top of that, for a romper that proportionally actually fits me is like wild. This is like such a great find. Guys, next up, let's talk about this shirt. It's like basically just a black button-down shirt, but it is like so luxe feeling, but also honestly just as importantly luxe looking, because it's definitely like a satiny material. It's most certainly polyester, right? The thrift store is not even gonna sell an actual satin shirt for $4 these days. I always wanted one of these specifically for like a shacket type situation, for just like a throw over moment. Especially I'm thinking some light wash jeans maybe with a darker bralette underneath, and then either do it this way or like, or you know, if it gets like a little bit colder out, you can like tie it up and be like that moment. But the thing that really drew me to this, because honestly a black satin button up is not the hardest thing to find in the thrift store, but do you guys see these buttons? They're like gems, like full-on rhinestones, which love me a rhinestone, right? And they're all there. They're all intact, which is wild to me because even like honestly the price of these, they're definitely like plastic, but they're like a heavier plastic. So if I was like to go into Joann's and buy like a pack of these buttons alone, it'd be more than $4. I love that having just a little ittiest bit of feminine touch and like what would be a typical top, right? Black satin button down, again, not the most uncommon thing, but just to have like a little bit more femininity here and there, just like a little like touch there just really brings it together for me. So for $4, still like such a great deal. Up next, guys, let's talk about this bodysuit here, right? Now this was $4.99, which is a little bit up there in price point for me. This is essentially like a full top and helps kind of like suck me in. Now I used to say a lot that I did not like bodysuits, but honestly at this point, the amount of bodysuits I have bought, really, I cannot say that anymore. I still hate like snap crotch bodysuits. That just ain't for me. I do love that bodysuits often double as like shapewear, right? Because they're so encasing. There's so much around, especially my middle, which is point of me where I'd like to kind of correct a little bit here and there with my clothing if I can. There's like some loose threads, but nothing like actually coming unraveled, which for something that's a staple bodysuit, right? Like a lot of people would wear this just with jeans or whatever, be on their merry way. To even get like a slightly used one is still like a good deal in my mind. For $5, I mean, this most certainly would be at least 20 bucks anywhere else. And that's for like a no-name brand one, right? So for $5, just to like slap this on, especially if I'm feeling, you know, a little bit more bloated that day or whatever. I do love the super, super low V. Love that. For girls with small boobies like me, like one of the things you got is like you can really lunge it down without any fear of like movability of your chest. Definitely take advantage of that. I do love a lot of the skin showing, especially if presumably I would be wearing these with jeans or pants or like a longer skirt. I want like a little bit of something extra going on. Love that. Love this. Definitely like gonna be a staple this fall. Up next, guys, let's talk about these cute, comfy shorts. These were only $1.99. Oh my goodness, such a steal. The ribbon and the trim on these is actually like a pastel pink, a very true baby pink, which again, just a little bit of something. I mean, if it was white, that would also be great, but to have it in just like a little bit of extra feminine touch in there with the color is such a great way to just get like a +1 in your day, right? Just get like a little bit of boost in just your feminine energy. I love, love, love that. Let's be real, I ain't going outside in these. These are pajama shorts. These are like the comfiest, softest, stretchiest thing ever. I'm just chilling at home in these. And honestly, if I can merge the two worlds of super feminine, more what I would attribute to like going out attire with my like staying at home attire, if like there's some way for me to merge them, I'm gonna go for that because I like the feminine energy. I love being in like that girly type of mood. And let's be real, most of the time when I'm at home, I'm like a gremlin girl, right? Okay, you could really see me just like crawling out of a sewer sometimes. So to just like bring a little bit of femininity into the equation, just to like help things out here and there, love that, with just the cute pink. And the good thing about these, this drawstring is a real drawstring, because I don't know if you've seen like a few of my other thrift hauls. I've gotten pajama shorts that have like a bow, but it's like a sewn on bow. It doesn't actually do anything. And just to have the adjustability of it, especially if I'm on a little bit more high-waisted, because I wear everything like super high-waisted these days. And again, these are like such a staple for most people. Like a pair of pajama shorts that are black and pink, like that's pretty typical. And these look honestly brand new. There's no tags on them, but you can like always tell when a lot of black things have been washed because they'll like fade weirdly. Because sometimes like they aren't pre-washed when you get them from the store. So when you do wash them the first few times, like a lot of the dye leaks out. These look so even, and there's like no fraying even on like any of the bow. It's just like really, really great condition for $2. For $2, are you kidding me? Of course I had to pick these up. If you love this video, then please show me some love by clicking that subscribe button. Not only does it make sure you get more of the content you enjoy, it does help keep my dream alive. It takes a lot of time and effort to bring you a video every single week. So thank you so much for your support. Back to the video. Guys, I don't know if you can see how actual long this is. This is like a full length little slit skirt moment with like 2 slits here, as you can see. It is very see-through, so this would be more like, I think in most people's minds, like a cover-up situation. But for me, honestly, I would wear like a bodysuit or like some hot pants under this and go out and live my extra life. Something that's still way super feminine with these 2 slits. Catch me outside with some like dom-looking booties and this skirt. Oh, could you imagine like the whole vibes? Like, can you see it? You know, a leather leather cropped jacket on, just like ultra like dom femme moments. I can really get into that, especially in the fall, but this was only $3.99 for something that has like this amount of material and for it to be like in really good condition. There's like no fraying or anything, and for this being like on obviously see-through material, a lot of times it's like scratchier material, but this is actually really soft, so I'm really surprised by that. And for $4 for something I could wear just like at the beach as a cover-up, or I can wear it as like a skirt with a bodysuit. Love the versatility, right? So for $4, can't beat it. All right, guys, let's start with these bottoms here. Now, I do have underwear on. I'm not just free balling it over here, and I will not be showing you the back because this is basically a thong, but this was a $2.99 Cup She new with tags bottom. Are you kidding me? Of course I had to pick these up for like a staple item, $3. Next summer, I will be just like fully ready for the beach. I will need nothing else. And Cup She, which is like pretty decent, like mid-tier type swimsuit company. So it's definitely gonna hold up over just like a one day at the beach, right? So for $3 for something that also has like the sanitary sticker on it, right? Like these have not been worn at all. That is unbelievable. And even at the thrift store, if you're looking to save money, shop out of season. Like they do price things according to season as well, just like any other retailer. So these were super cheap. I can guarantee if it was like the middle of summer or like the end of spring, even the Sal would have these for probably like $6 or $7. So for me to get them for $3 and just hold on to them in like one of my totes somewhere until next summer, like of course I'm gonna take them. Up next, guys, let's talk about this top. This I actually got from St. Vincent's de Paul, which is like a pretty regional chain of thrift stores. It's still like a chain though. It's just not like as prevalent as like Salvation Army or Goodwill or anything, but they are one of the few places where you can get like an actual $2 top. This was actually $2.19. That's like their bottom price over there for such a cute, just really comfortable and double lined. Like this is thick material and it's double lined. Like such a great quality item. It has like a tie back, like a bow. I just kind of knotted it for like, just for this video, but it is like another long piece of material that you can just like tie however you want. And I've really started to notice, I love this like type of neckline and sleeve line or whatever on me. I have like smaller shoulders, but like I'm not like the skinniest of persons, so sometimes it can really make it look a little bit disproportionate. But with this type of top, it helps like bring my arms to the front, so it actually kind of like evens me out a bit. So I just love this top. Still super feminine, showing off of course my tats, which I love as well, also super feminine. So for $2 for a double lined top that has no fading for being black, absolute yes. All right, guys, this was a $5 skirt. Now this one is also double lined, and I really picked this up because it's kind of just like your generic stretchy material, kind of like longer skirt, but I love where it hit me. I love longer skirts that hit me like this amount above the knee because it's still kind of giving that like feminine vibes. Like obviously a lot of my legs showing here, so love that. But also got this because it's such a staple piece in the fall. A longer skirt, double lined, it's black. There's like nothing wrong with this at all, so had to have this just for like layering, for throwing on an outfit really quick, like just a staple to have this fall. Last up, guys, we have this $5 cropped like 3/4 zip number, again for layering. I could easily wear a bralette, take this with me, put it on if my arms get a little bit chilly here and there, and these like fluctuating temperature times, so love that. And it's ribbed, super stretchy if I'm like, you know, eating a little bit throughout the day and need like a little bit more room. Love that. I love the plunge. Like, can we just appreciate the plunge? Love this. Definitely makes me feel like just like a few touches of like a little bit of something, a little bit of skin showing. Even if I'm like super layered up for the fall, just to have like a little bit of like skin showing just makes me feel just like a little bit more in those vibes, just like feeling myself. And especially in the fall time, since I do live in like an actual temperate climate, it is harder to do, right? Like when you're like covered up, especially in the winter with like a puffer and boots and scarves and hats and mittens and all this. Just love to have like just like a little bit of something just for me, you know, just to make sure like I feel good that day, and it helps like boost my mood up a little bit. But for $5 for something that doesn't even look worn once, like definitely worth it. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. If you want to see another one of my thrifting hauls, then just click over here and I'll catch you next time. Bye.